Welcome to a very sunny and nice spring-like Wednesday. So I've drawn out this sketch a few days ago and I feel like I want to put this on a wall. I'm gonna pack up all my stuff here, I'm gonna pack up a few colors and we're gonna head to the factory and check out the area and just basically look for a nice little spot, not too big, not too small, and start painting. Yo, this old factory area is a really crazy place. There's so many walls, indoor and outdoor, to paint on, and I really thought about taking advantage of the good weather and go paint the first mural outside, but I don't know. I wasn't too sure if I could trust the sunny weather. I figured it's probably best to go inside and find a good wall there. The light situation in this hall is just incredibly good. There are so many perfectly sized walls to paint on, but before anything else I need to clean up the mess here. It's just dirty stuff, there's broken glass everywhere, and I need to get a little bit of clearance here before I can start. Now, the first step almost always for me is getting a doodle grid into place. So what you can see me doing here is I'm taking a photo of my doodle grid and then I place my sketch on top of it. That way my doodle grid shines through and I see exactly where I have to put which line. Super easy and convenient way to get your sketch onto any wall. Big thank you to anyone who replied to my Instagram and sent in some questions for my little Q&A here. So I'm gonna try and answer a few of those questions now. Is there one place or one thing you want to put your art on more than anything else? There's not a certain object or building I want to put my art on. I don't really care about that. I'm pretty open to whatever comes my way. But when it comes to places, I definitely want to paint murals in Canada and in the States. And that's probably just because I've spent so much time there and it still influences my art so much even today. So yeah. What are your long-term art goals? Another good question. Long-term art goals. So as of right now, I'm working as a commissioned mural painter, which means people pay me to paint whatever they want, pretty much. So it is great to make a living off of painting and basically of what I love doing. But the ultimate goal would be being paid to paint whatever I want and not whatever they want. So that would be a long-term art goal, yeah. And then also there's YouTube. I really enjoy the filmmaking and editing process and getting videos and stories out to you guys, and I want to do way more of that, and I really want this to be part of my artistic practice. Filmmaking is just such a great thing. What is my favorite color? I don't know. I don't have a favorite color. I like earthy nature tones. I don't know. Even now, I sometimes feel that my paintings and my murals are too saturated. I don't know. Green and blue are the colors I use the most often, but that's not necessarily because they're my favorite colors. It's just because I do a lot of nature motifs, and yeah, it's just what nature is. It's blue skies and green trees most of the time. 2 questions here I want to answer as one question. So, how long have you been doing art stuff? And the second one is, who were your first art influences or role models? Alright, so I have always been a creative person. I always like to draw and paint, like almost every one of us. Like if you think back to kindergarten, you've probably been painting loads and loads, and I just didn't stop for a very long time. My earliest art influence or role model was probably my uncle, who was a passionate artist as well, and he taught me a few things. I found that always very interesting, and I always wanted to be able to draw things like that. If it comes to graffiti and spray painting and mural painting, my first influence has definitely been Smoe Nova, who I'm working with here in this factory. And that was when I think I was 11 or 12, I want to say. And he was probably 16, 17 at that time. And we went to the same school. And there was like an open door day, and he was painting a big mural. And I found that so fascinating. I was standing there all day long, and from then on I was painting so much. Whenever possible I was painting, and I was spray painting, and I was trying things out, and let me tell you, it looked shitty. It looked so shitty, but I mean, that's just how things start. Then at some point I really lost interest, and so much so that I didn't even touch a pen to draw for it must have been years. It became such a hurdle to get back into it. Like I felt like I lost my identity as an artist. I couldn't say anymore I am an artist, because I just didn't feel like an artist anymore. When the pandemic started, that was when I began painting again, because I was in a weird crossroads at that point, and that is when I picked up a pen again, and yeah, I just started sketching randomly, and yeah, slowly I got back into it and started spray painting again. Yeah, and I think it's just like riding a bike. You'll never unlearn it. It takes a bit of time to get back into it, but it's still all there, and there's also still so much more to learn. But I'm feeling really good at where I am right now, and I'm really enjoying the process. Next question. What is your next big project? When it comes to commissioned work, I'm still in, I would call it winter break, because most of the time the weather is too nasty to do any outdoor commissions. But while I'm editing this video, I'm already in the process of painting another wall here at the factory area. And yeah, this is my next project I'm working on. When do you open up your online shop? I really want to have an online shop. I'm thinking about that a lot, actually. But I just feel like if I want to do it, I want to do it right. I don't feel like I have that much of an audience yet to start an online shop. There's a lot of effort involved in having an online shop. I would have to order prints in high quantities, and I have to market it, I have to ship stuff, which is all great. I want to do all that. I just feel like I'm not quite there yet. So I will do it at some point. It's just not the right time yet. Actually, every now and then I have people ask me if I have a shop or if I sell prints. It's not insanely often, but it happens, and I would love to say yes to that question, but it's just not feasible yet for me, I think. But I will do it, I promise. Alright, that was a lot of fun. Thanks to everyone who sent me questions on Instagram, and I think I'm gonna do that again in the future. If you enjoyed these type of videos, you might want to do me a solid and hit the thumbs up button. And also don't forget to follow and subscribe.